to your core.
Yeah.
Like my bags, my stuff, even the memories of it. Like I know I have that memory. So I don't really need that object. I have objects. I have it all. And now that like when all my jewelry and stuff was taken from me, like I just truly don't care about stuff like that. Like I want what feels good. I want, if it's a memory, I'll hold on to that. But if it was taken again, it wouldn't affect me.
Mm-hmm.
Like things are now just for fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the lesson of having it all taken from me really made me understand that like all of this stuff doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this stuff can be taken from you. It doesn't go with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy that that all happened to me.
Mm.
And like, there's fires in Calabasas. And sometimes, you know, we have to pack up our whole house. The first year, go to my shoe and bag closet, pack up everything. Maybe the first 2 fires.
That's what you were worried about?
I mean, I have all my stuff, my letters and all that kind of stuff. Like I already got rid of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as stuff in the house, go for it. Now, if there's a fire, I'd literally just walk out with my babies. Like, I wouldn't even waste the time. Like,
it doesn't hold the same weight for you, right? But you still love it. You still love pretty things. And
totally.
Yeah.
But it's like the fun icing on the cake. It's not the cake.
Mm.
I don't need it. And I'm secure and confident in myself to know that I could walk out. I know I have makeup on and all that and stuff. Like even that was like a shield, you know, always having to be made up, always having to look a certain way. No one likes to dress up more than me,
mm-hmm.
but I know I don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I don't
freeing.
care what the comments say and all of that. If I were to go out, not looking the way that people want me to,
Mm-hmm.
that is like, I feel the way that I feel like I'm in my life right now, I feel free. I feel free of things. I feel free of like opinions. There's moments, you'll have your moment.
How could you not?
But I'd say in this last year, this year for me, even I got emotional before talking about Kanye, but that was in relation to like
your kids,
my kids and my protection. I feel free in the sense that I am not anybody else. I don't hold anyone else's thoughts, opinions, burdens. And I used to hold this guilt that I wasn't there to fix situations. And I wasn't there to put it all back together or to, I'm free.
Mm-hmm. Do you never feel the urge to like, and I feel like you do sometimes watching your show and you respond to things when needed.
Yeah.
But like, and
it's on my mood.
Yeah, because I mean, recently he accused you of some things, but he always has accused you of some things and or attached you to people or your family members to people. And you haven't really said anything about any of that.
Because it's like, if I'm in a petty mood, I'll go back and I'll be like, okay, I have all the receipts, you know? And like, okay, you want to mess with me on this? Like, oh my God, the receipts I have. But then I go back to my babies and I think they will see if they'll feel my energy. I'm the one that's at home with them 24/7 and they will feel my energy. And if I have to go and deflect every ridiculous thing that is said about me, even if it's from the person that was the closest to me, that was supposed to protect me, and still will post, I'm your protector and I'm protect, whatever. If I go and let the energy in my life to go say, this one's not true, and this one's not true, and this one's not true, and no, this is not true about my mom, and no, it's like, I go back and forth on that. Sometimes I want to like sometimes I get heated and I'm like, that is so not true. And it like affects a lot of people.
I was going to say that because sometimes it's not just even you and him. Sometimes it could affect other people's families. It could affect other people's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the hardest part of figuring it out. But sometimes you just have to say, this isn't the energy I'm going to let in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to like rise above it and not be in this like I just, from my mental health and my sanity, as long as everyone inside knows what's good,
Mm-hmm.
then it's like, but the character, I don't know what the word is, like
character assassination.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The testing of my character to make me look like a bad, like just out of my character
Mm-hmm.
is the one thing that's hard. Because there's already so many people that have that energy that you were saying that like are these haters of me and the fam anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard when there's also people that were once close, especially for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you even want anyone to think that of your mom, you know, for my kids? That's what's hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get really protective over my mom, you know.
How could you not? Yeah, I get that.
You know, but I handle it all internally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'll speak out internally. I'm not that type to just go back and forth on the internet.
Yeah.
I live my life on a fucking reality show. I'm like, there's social media everywhere. Like, I'm just not the type to say, I mean, the shit that I know and the shit that I've been through.
Oh, I bet.
It's, you know, it's wild. Yeah. And I'm just not the type to be like.
What does that do to your trust? Because how do you like you said, it's somebody supposed to be closest to you. Like you go, and it's not just Kanye. I'm sure people in your life have disappointed you and
people have actually been so good to me.
Really?
I've never had anybody really betray me, but a few exes. Mm-hmm. But the people in my life, my friends are the best friends in the entire world. Mm-hmm. My sisters, like I have hit the fucking jackpot of friends and family and my sisters. Mm-hmm. Like, and I think like karmically, it's just all lessons. Mm-hmm. It's just all like, I'm okay with it all.
What about love? Where are you with love? I know things with the last guy with Pete didn't work out, but it was nice to see you. You looked happy for a little while, like you were having fun and light, like you were enjoying dating.
Yeah, I was, and that's what you know. It was just so new, and I didn't know what dating was for so long. You know, I'd been in a relationship for like almost 15 years. You know, 12 years, something like that, and I don't know, there's like a part of me that's like, oh my God, is everyone going to be scared? Because, you know, I don't have the easiest ex. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I don't think that's fair for me to ever put someone in a situation or bring a new person in that could be super innocent. So there is that side of me that's just like, oh my God. But then there's a side of me that's like, wait, what? Why would I ever have to like live that way? Mm-hmm. And I just I'm definitely in my fun zone right now. Okay. I will say I'm in my fun
Are you dating?
No.
How do you date even? Like, can you? Like,
that's hard.
How?
So what sucks is like, it's just all has to be like at a private house party or a house dinner or like, you know, and then sometimes you're so stuck in your zone working that, you know, Chloe and I were like, we're going to Miami. We're just going to Miami. We're going to go.
You look like, just from the photos and the outfits, I was like, oh, they're on one out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, and then you're like, what am I doing? There's no one out here. So what's the point? But here's what I will say.
But the pool for you is got to be very small.
It is.
It's somebody that's comfortable standing next to you, comfortable, willing to deal with all the things that comes with being Kim. And also somebody that will keep your interest and your...
But my person will be able to handle all of it. And that I do know. And that's
so you
what
believe
I have
in
faith
that.
in. I believe in God, love, I have faith in all of it, and he will bring me my perfect person that I'm like the biggest hopeless romantic.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I just know that my person can deal, and my person will love it. And same with me and whoever that is.
Do you pray a lot?
I do. Yeah. I mean, I pray every night with my kids, even if I'm, out of town. They have to call me and we say our prayers together over FaceTime. They just like that. They can't go to bed without that.
I love that.
But yeah, I do.
What do you pray for?
Just health and happiness mostly. And calmness sometimes. Sometimes I need a little bit of help in that area.
Yeah, I'm sure. And peace.
Peace. Yeah. But I really do, as much as there's the craziness around me, I do feel at peace.
Good for you.
I do. And I think that is like, I always say calmness is my superpower. It is, but I do have a deep, deep sense of peace. And like I said, like I'm free from all of like the stuff, like none of that matters. Like I'm at peace.
Kim, that is absolute. We talk about superpowers a lot on the podcast. And so I was thinking about yours, but it really has to be calmness, right? Because there's no way you operate this ship without having that superpower.
Like everyone says, the world can be coming to an end, and they'll call me and I'll be like, you guys, this is exactly what we're going to do. Sit down. I'm going to handle it. Let me go out there. I'll fix it. Let me fix the world coming to an end.
You might be the savior. There's a lot of bad shit going on in the world right now.
There is. But you just, I mean, like, of course I'll have my moments because I just happen to be having like a rough week. But then like, even how I cried earlier, it's like, I was feeling that because I was emotional on the way here for other reasons. Let yourself feel that. Like, I'm not going to say, cut that. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was feeling then. And now I can talk about, if I were to talk about the same thing that we just talked about, I would be totally together, So it's like, let yourself go through what you need to go through. Don't always be super calm when you're feeling those emotions, but also like control your emotions. I'm really good at controlling my emotions and going through them when I need to, but also.
Yeah, but there's something to learn in that about like, let it go. Let it go through you. Go to the next.
But then let it go.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the type of person that'll fight in a relationship and bring up the same thing a million times. When I let it go, I let it go.
Really?
I mean, if they're going to start with me, I definitely didn't forget. I'll tell you. But I'm not on a daily basis, like beating you up about something that we can't change that we've been through. That's just not who I am, because that energy to hold on for me is worse. It's for me, not for you. I'm not giving you the easy way out and forgetting it. Not torturing you about it.
Right.
But if you fuck with me, I will bring that out.
That is the one thing I sometimes watch for you, and I'd be like, I wish she would pop a little more shit sometimes. I wish she would be like, fuck you.
But where does it stop? Because there's so many things to say, fuck you. There's so many things to say, not true, not true, not true, not true. Fuck out of here. Like sometimes I want to do that, and sometimes I'm brought to that point. But then I feel like, wait, but then if I speak on this one, then are they going to think all the other ones are not true? Like then do I have to, or are true? Then do I have to go back and like bring up every single thing? Because there's so many things. Sometimes the one thing, I have been tested so much this year. There's been the wildest shit that I even have like in conversations in DMs, like completely wild. If like someone will speak out and I'll have the actual receipts. And for me to sit on them has shown, I think this year I've learned like restraint. And I'll put them in my group chats. And my girls will be like, stop, don't. But so there are times when I really want to get out there sometimes. But then it just depends on I have to be in like a silly mood just to more talk about dumb headlines.
Yeah.
But I've realized like for my soul and my energy, it's not worth it.
Totally get it.
And there's no way I can say, like, sometimes I'd just be like, okay, you know, this isn't right, but do you want me to say some other thing? Like, I don't know if I'd be able to stop if I started with how I am, my personality. So I just silence.
Is there any other superpowers that you see in other people that you admire or that you don't have of your own that you feel like, I wish I could be like that person, or I wish I had that thing? Because I admire your calmness. Like,
oh, thank you.
I think I'm a pretty level-headed person,
Mm-hmm.
and I tend to be like black and white and strategic and, you know, and thoughtful, but like I don't know that I could deal with the level of energy, because I'm also really affected by energy.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I could be in a good mood and if I go in a room and 3 people's energy is terrible, it literally will affect me.
Yeah.
Which
that won't affect me.
In your space, you couldn't live this life if that happened to you, because then every day you're subject to that.
Yeah.
So that is a superpower that I admire, that, because I don't think it's just about calmness. I also think it's about you being able to kind of protect your energy from everybody else's.
But I wasn't always like that.
You learned it. You built it.
You know what? I was always calm. Mm-hmm. I would snap sometimes, but I think that there comes a time in your life when you have to choose yourself from your family, from your friends, from the energy around you. And you have to find like what really makes you happy in work, in relationships, in the activities that you do, everything. And once you find what that is and you choose yourself, doesn't mean then you can't then go, you know, get back to everybody else. Mm-hmm. But I always put other people in front of me, always. Mm. And I think like a few years ago, I was like, I'm really going to, this is that moment over my kid, over everybody.
You first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And once I did, now I can dive deeper into my kids. Now I can dive deeper into my sister bond relationships. Now I can dive deeper into my relationship with my brother and my friends and, you know, my mom. Like you just, I don't know if it's age, I don't know if it's experiences, I don't know what it is, but it's a peaceful place to be.
Good
and
for you.
Nothing will really, of course, there'll be like emergency situations and how to figure out what to do and say and, mm-hmm. you know, this Hollywood life or whatever. But like, when you ask me, do I admire like other qualities? Like, no, because if I'm supposed to have those will come to me and those will be the lessons that I'm going to learn. Mm-hmm. I'm like so at peace with like who I am.
Good for you.
Like I really am. And that's why even dating and like relationships, it's like if someone comes into my life that brings good energy, so fun. If someone doesn't, I'm very direct and I'm like, this just isn't going to work. Mm-hmm. You know, and
but you're still like a romantic, you're still hopeful and you didn't because the divorce does things. There are women who've been divorced for 10 years that haven't been able to pull themselves out of that kind of what it does to people. They say, I think it's like divorce, death is like the most traumatic things for people to have to go through.
Yeah. So I'm always hopeful. Like I'm so hopeful that like, and maybe it's like a ridiculous fantasy, but like that I'll find my perfect person. And I mean, I don't know if I'll get married again, you know, but I'll have my forever like partner.
You know that.
Like, I know that there's going to be like.
He's coming.
He's coming. Absolutely.
I love that
like,
for you.
But I'm just like at peace and I'm going to have fun until that happens.
What do you think moving forward, the next phase for you is? Like, what is your purpose in the world right now? And how do you want to be remembered? And
I think my next phase, I think it's this like at peace phase that I hope lasts forever. And I know that it's in me. And once it's in you, I don't think it'll ever leave. Mm-hmm. I just want to continue to just be a good person and be a kind person. But as far as my purpose, I just hope that like people can realize that like it doesn't matter where you're at in your life or how old you are or, you know, what you thought your career path was going to be, you can really change that at any time you want. And you can really do whatever you want to do. I'd never dreamed in a million years that I would go through with law school. And if you support yourself, if you surround yourself with people that really support you and like their eyes light up at the idea of helping you and are so, all your friends, you should feel that way about your friends. Like I look at my friends and I light up when they are doing amazing things and I'm so proud of them and I'm so excited for them.
You're not like a hater friend.
They're absolutely not. And you can't, I don't even have those in my life. I do not have one hater friend in my life. I don't have time for it. I don't have room for it.
Did you have to clean out a little bit as you grew?
Yeah, for sure. But like my core has always been, everyone that's been in my life has been there for, I mean, even my newer friends, 10, 15 plus, you know, like, I just think you have to treat people right. You can't really focus on, I mean, even if it comes in sometimes like negativity, and just surround yourself with people and you'll get to where you need to go. But I think it's like, I never dreamed that I would go to law school and really do it. I thought about it. I loved it. I was into it. But the fact that I'm doing it, that's why I won't give up, because I don't want my kids to give up on something that they really want that end result. It's hard. It's really fucking hard. It's really time consuming. I don't have time for it. But you make time for what you want. And I want it. And I'm going to do it.
I can't wait to see what you do in that space.
Thank you.
It's been inspiring to watch you build your brand and your business, but I think in that space, it's going to really be interesting to see the work.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to help people. Like life just.
And when you put it in that perspective, it's hard to like worry about the details of the nuances of the bullshit when you're like really trying to do something powerful and important. And
totally.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, how can I be worried about some stuff? Like there's people that are really going through things. And if you can, you know, change their lives and help out, like that's all I want to do.
Yeah, Kim. Yeah, Kimmy. And look fly doing it. Yes.
That I will always care about.